A few months ago, I decided to make over my bathroom with a few goals in mind. I wanted to maximize storage, so I added these shelves to put pretty and practical things on, which cost around $35. I also wanted to make a really big statement and keep it renter friendly, so I used these $25 decals to create an accent wall, as well as adding trim to my mirror to give it a finished look for just $7. So far, I was doing a great job. I plan on reusing some old items that I already had, as well as shopping smart. But I completely blew up my budget on these $140 baskets that I got from IKEA, and they were too big. But I was determined to get the look, so I decided to try to make it myself. And guys, I'm so glad I did, because I was able to get the look for just $55. So now there's just one more thing left to do. Let's have some fun. It's time to style.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are back in the bathroom, but we're gonna finish it up today, I promise. In the last video, we put up the decals that I got from Amazon, and we only put them up on one wall. Since then, I have lived with the decals on the wall a bit, and they're growing on me. So I'm thinking about putting the rest of them here on this wall. We also put some trim up on this mirror here. And I made the mistake of not painting all of it. I only painted the front side after I mounted it up on the mirror. And then I realized after it was mounted that you could see the reflection of the wood that was not painted on the back. So I had to remove it, paint all of it, front and back. And I took some wood filler and went in the seams here. So if you can see, it needs to be painted there. So we'll touch that up now. We'll put the decals up on this wall, and then we'll bring in all the stuff that I have to see what works and what doesn't. And then we'll be finished with the bathroom finally. Okay. This is Glidden Diamond Interior Paint and Primer. I use this on my dining room table, so still have a half a can. I will use as much of it as I can wherever I need it, because don't want to waste any money. Sandpaper that I just cut, it came in a long sheet. I cut it in half, and then I cut the half in half to get these two. And just so you know, this is the wood filler that I use. I wonder who was the first person that realized that putting the hand behind the product works. And I need a paintbrush. Got it. So I'm gonna go in first and sand the corners here, and then we'll paint. Alright, so I'm just gonna go over this with a damp towel. Clean off the dust. Alright, and then we'll start to go in with some paint. If you watched the last bathroom makeover, you will recognize these. I got these decals from Amazon. And the reason why I got these is because of this inspiration picture that I want you to see. Just in case you haven't watched the other videos, I'll pop up the inspiration, but this is what encouraged me to buy these decals. I ordered 2 packs. I started to order 3 because I was gonna do my whole bathroom, but that's just too much. I have 4.5 sheets left, so I ordered just enough. Okay, one of the areas I want to start out with styling is this shelf area. I hope to use it for some cute stuff as well as some practical stuff. And if you watch my vlog, you saw where I went shopping and I bought a whole bunch of stuff to style my bathroom with. But there's a few things I had boxed up that I haven't opened yet. So I kind of forgot what some of these things are. So I'm going to pull those things out and we're going to open those right now and mix them in with some of the things that we bought and see how it looks. All right, so this one, I know what this is. This is a jar that I put a lot of cutely packaged soaps and bath bombs. I thought it was beautiful in my last bathroom, but I don't know if it's gonna go with everything that I have planned for this bathroom makeover. smells so good. See, isn't that cute? For all the beautiful soaps that I got from different places. Another little jar that I had Q-tips in. Oh, this is a candle. But I could use it here in the bathroom. I'll go ahead and open it so you can see it. So cute, look at that. I got this from Marshall's for $10. And the reason why I like this candle so much is because of the jar. Once I finish with it, I can use it for a plant pot. And the scent is clean linen, it smells so good. And I think this is the jar that I had with my cotton balls in it. Yeah, I have cotton rounds in there. These are the items that I have that I think would look good on the shelf above the toilet. I had a few of these items already, like the cockatoo and the welcome sign. I bought that for another makeover that I never used. This is something I picked up from Goodwill. This little jar. Just a little soap dish that I found that was packed away. So let's go ahead and see what works and what doesn't. Okay, I don't want to overcrowd it. And then I do have a few other things that I want to see if it'll look cute. These are some other items that I've had sitting around that I've never used. I got these from Target. And I'm thinking I could put my shampoo, conditioner, and leave-in in these. Because this is tall enough where it fills in this space. So that looks pretty good. I actually like that. It doesn't look bad. In my head it looked different, but it's cute. So we're just gonna carry on with the bathroom and see how it all comes together. So I'm gonna move on to this area here. I'm gonna start with my cube storage because it's gonna be the easiest for me. Alright, so I have these two plants that I got from Hobby Lobby. And I also have baskets that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. This basket right here, I don't think I'm gonna use it here on the shelf, so maybe it'll work for my plants. This is a makeup case slash organizer that I picked up from Temu. It's really cute. Alright, so this is the main wall where my cube storage sits right below. And I'm gonna find the right piece of art, hopefully, to go on this wall. So this right here, I wanted to start with this because I feel like it's beautiful. And whenever I saw it, I thought it'd be the perfect piece to go in here. I think that looks good because the walls are like a taupey type gray, and so is the inlay in the frame. And I love the color of this frame. It's like bronze instead of gold. Really cute. That is a good option. And then of course I have like these little frames here. Let me lower you just a tad so you can see at least part. There we go. That's much better. You can't see the whole thing, but you can see some of it. I think that looks good. But I need the whole bathroom to tie together. Oh, that's so cute. I love it. I always love this bird. This bird looks good everywhere. This bird is just too cute. And I have these. I don't think I'm gonna like these much. They're kind of small, and if I put these up, I'm gonna need to include some of the other art. Let's see how that looks. It looks pretty good. But I have one other thing that I've been working on. I love this bird so much that I thought I could find another bird. So I went on Pinterest looking for bird art, hoping that I could find a little friend for my cockatoo here. And I couldn't find anything that was within my budget, and I wanted it immediately. And then I got an idea from this inspiration I saw. So I'll pop it up here so you can see it. And this is beautiful artwork. I think it came from Wayfair. I think the price, I can't remember, maybe $200. Way out of my budget, because I paid $200 for most of the stuff that's in this bathroom, and I hope to return most of it. So I'm definitely not wanting to pay $200 for one piece of art. So let me show you what I did. I tried to create it myself, so it's not exactly like the inspiration that I saw, but as close as I can get. And I worked on this for 2 days, and I think I did an okay job. Before I put it up, I actually made a frame similar to the frame that I put around the mirror. So let me go get those pieces, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that together now and see how it looks on the wall. All right, guys, I have all the supplies that I use so I can show you what I'm gonna do to frame this. I have my frame, and this is the same type of wood I use to frame my mirror. It is trim, and I painted it with this spray paint. I got this from Walmart. It's a Rust-Oleum American Accent. Take a good look at this. You see the color that my trim turned out? It's actually the color that's here on the can. Obviously this lid was switched, so I was surprised to get this color. However, I'm okay with it. Let me see what they say this color is. It's called Down to Earth. I like that name. I also painted the lip. I went over it with the glidden paint that I use for everything else. So I have this black, and that's the color I was going for. Oh, and by the way, the canvas, I already had it. So I didn't have to pay anything for the canvas. I just took a trip to my storage unit and got it out, and I had to cover up some art that I had started on it, but it's free, so I'm really happy about that. If this works, I can take all of the stuff that I bought as far as for the gallery wall back and get a refund, so that'll be great. I did take out my brad nailer so I could nail the trim to the canvas. I'm afraid it's gonna splinter my wood, so I'm gonna use my hot glue gun. I think it'll work fine. It's real lightweight, and I'm not gonna hang it on the wall from the frame. I'm gonna actually hang it from the canvas, so it won't put any weight on the trim. I'm gonna do the Gorilla Super Glue as well. That way I know it makes a really secure bond. With some hot glue. I don't want it to stick to the floor. I should have put paper underneath here. And now we'll put these last pieces on. So I'm gonna show you where I'm gonna put it. Just like a little thin line, like that. I'm not liking the way it's not doing right. So we're gonna pause here and I'll get the brad nailer. Boom. Boom, that way. Ooh, it did split my thing. I was afraid of that happening. I don't want to put too many. Yeah, I've already attached that piece. So that's gonna be an issue. Good morning, guys. I thought I was gonna finish the makeover last night, but it's a new day, starting off fresh. Hopefully today will be better than I left you last night because the frame gave me a run for my money. I felt like it was the hot glue that was giving me trouble because I noticed when the super glue and the hot glue would come in contact with each other, it would peel off really easily. I don't know, it was some kind of reaction that was happening that didn't happen whenever I made my cube storage. So that's why I wanted to use a hot glue, because that's what worked for me with my cube storage baskets. Did not work on this wood and the canvas. So I just went back to using the Gorilla Glue by itself. And since I used the Gorilla Glue without the hot glue, I had to give it dry time. So what I did was use painter's tape to hold the trim in place until it dried a little bit, and then I would move on to the next side. So I had the lip as well as the outer frame. I was up pretty late last night until about 1:30 this morning. And when I woke up, I had this. It doesn't look bad at all. But when you look up close, you can see some flaws in it. This little bump, that's where the glue dried and it expanded. And that's one of the properties of Gorilla Glue. It expands as it dries. Because I was only using painter's tape, I didn't have clamps to hold it in place. It had some movement and some flexibility, so when it expanded, it created gaps. Like you see how this separated right here, and then I have this gap right here, but it's not too bad. I could still use it, but it's just not as perfect as I wanted it to be. One of the things I thought about doing this morning whenever I saw it was going to Walmart to pick up a 22 by 28 frame, because that's the size that this canvas is. It had a pretty nicely shaped frame, but I was like, don't worry, calm down, because that may not work too. You have a lot of other options, so let's just see if what we have works before we go running and buying something else, because this is a budget project and we don't want to spend a lot of money, right? I want to just see what this looks like, and if it doesn't look good, we could go back to some of our other options. But I would like to use this because I put my sweat into it. I didn't put any tears into it. I almost did last night whenever this frame gave me a hard time, but I definitely put sweat into it and my back. Because bending over without an easel to paint is really bad on your back. Now this is sitting up kind of high because I have it resting on the towel rack. Ideally, I would move that towel rack completely out of the way and bring it down some, because look how high it goes. Yeah, it's actually even with the door frame, and I think that's a little bit too high. Let me show you the inspiration next to this. Mine is a little brighter green. I do like the muted green a lot that's in the inspiration. I thought that looked so neat. See if you could just imagine. As a matter of fact, I'll just pop in that inspiration in this spot so you can see what I was going for. And I thought that was so cute. Like I said, we do have other options, so while I figure that out, let's move on to this last wall so we can see what everything's gonna look like together. Since I have so many pieces, I thought maybe I should just try to see if something would look nice right here. I don't know, it may be too much. This is an eyesore to me, but I don't want to take it down. I have not forgotten about my little purchases I made from Goodwill. This is one of the pictures here. Now that I have the bathroom styled the way I do, I don't feel like this would quite go the way I think it should. It's not bad, but it's not, I don't know. You know how when you know, and that, I don't know. I like the size of that. That's a really good size. And of course, I don't have anything in here, but I was thinking that I could thumb through a couple magazines that I have, and maybe I could find something cute, like a pretty page to put in here. So I'll set that aside, and we'll see if we can find something to go in that frame. If you remember, this came from Goodwill too. You can mount it horizontally or vertically. Either way will work like this. This looks like it's from the 80s. I say no. And then I have something else. I keep finding these treasures that I've had tucked away. And here's another thing. I think I was in Hobby Lobby one day and I saw this and I thought it was so cute. And then I found this paper and I was like, oh, it'd be so pretty if I paint this black and put it on here because it's polka dot. You see? So imagine it's black on the polka dot background. Cute, right? But I was like, I need something else to like make it pop. So I went looking in the greeting cards and I found this. And I was like, girl, you're onto something here. Isn't that cute? I think we should give these two options a try. And if they don't work, we can always leave the wall blank, right? and it turned out good. Way better than I ever thought it would. Well, not ever. Way better than I thought it would. I love it. So there are a few things that I shopped my room for. This little basket. I've had this in my storage, and whenever I did the flea market, if you watch that video, some of the boxes I opened had some things that I held on to, and that's one of them. I don't know if you noticed, but I said I wasn't gonna put any live plants in my bathroom, and the only reason I put this plant up here is just to see what it looked like. All the other stuff that I put up here just made it look jumbled. I decided not to put art up here. Between the welcome sign, the sign over here by the mirror, and over the towel rack, I feel like there's enough art. And my bathroom is really small. It's really a half bath because the shower is on the other side of this door. Yeah, I didn't want it to feel cluttered and overwhelming. I just felt like this was just the right touch I needed. So what I'm gonna do is just shop around and see if I can find an artificial plant similar to this, and then I'll put it there. But I'm gonna put this back at my desk so it can be by the window. But it's really cute here, and I'm not gonna want to move it, but I don't want it to die because I really love my plants. Makeup organizer I got from Temu is perfect. I didn't even have to take my makeup brushes out of here. Everything just fits right in there, and I was afraid that it would be so transparent that you could see the items inside and it would look junky, but you can see everything in there, but it doesn't look junky. That's it. We're finally finished with the bathroom makeover. It took 3 videos and a couple of pieces of my vlogs to make this all happen, but it finally happened, and I'm glad that it's pretty, because if it wasn't pretty, I would be not happy, of course, right? I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. If so, let me know by hitting the like button, maybe subscribe to my channel. That'd be wonderful, and I'll see you in the next one. Talk to you later. Bye. My little bird, they made it. Oh, that's so cute. That is too much, but just enough. Oh my goodness. When I come back, guys, I might have both of these melted.